Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never trends. This is your host, Brad Page, with another episode of I'm in Love with That Song, one of the many podcasts here on the Pantheon Podcast Network. Make yourself comfortable as we listen to a song by Something Happens called Hello, 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 Petrol. On this podcast, I pick a song that, for one reason or another, has always stood out as a favorite of mine. And then we explore it together, looking at all the nooks and crannies of the song. This podcast isn't about music theory or technical details. It's just about uncovering what makes a great song. So let's have a listen to Hello, 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 Petrol by Something Happens.
Hello, 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 second coming. Hello, 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 second coming.
I have to admit, I don't know all that much about this band. I know they're from Ireland, and they recorded a handful of records. This song is from their 1990 album called Stuck Together with God's Glue, which I think is their second album. It's a pretty good record, but this song just really stands out. It's one of those songs that just grabs you by the ear the first time you hear it. The members of the band were Tom Dunn on vocals, Ray Harmon on guitars, Alan Byrne on bass, and Eamon Ryan on drums. All four band members received songwriting credit on every song on the album, including this one. And the album was produced by the great record producer Ed Stasium. The band was signed to Virgin Records, who released this album. The song received some airplay, and NME magazine actually named this song as one of the best singles of 1990, but major success eluded them. The band still plays occasional gigs around Ireland. So let's dig into the track. It opens with some effects and guitar feedback. There's a couple of ways you can get that sound. One of them is when you're using good old-fashioned physical tape to record on. If the sound or the note is already playing when you turn the tape machine on, you'll get that warble at the beginning of the track as the tape machine comes up to speed. I love that guitar riff. It sounds great, and Ed Stasium knows how to get a great guitar sound. There are two guitar parts here, panned hard left and hard right. I really like those guitar harmonics he adds in there. There's a nice slide on the bass guitar, and we're off and running. This is another great guitar riff.
She wears diamonds, she wears rubies, she wears stones as big as my ones.
First verse. Notice how the drums and the bass keep pounding away at that beat, but the guitar leaves open spaces between the chords. This gives the vocals some room, and it also provides some dynamics so they can build back up for the chorus. That's songwriting 101.
She wears diamonds, she wears rubies, she wears stones as big as my ones that come from the Colosseum. And she says, do you want to see them? And I said, hello, 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 second coming.
Here's the chorus. Come on, how catchy is that? There's a harmony vocal back in the mix, there just enough to accent the chorus.
And I said, hello, 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 second coming. Hello, 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 second coming.
Then comes the second part of the chorus, and it's just as catchy as the first part. This song is just full of hooks.
Says I feel much better, and you seem much better, and could you get much better? You get better
Here's the intro riff again, and I like how the guitar jumps up high for this part.
In behind a veil of lace, you see a very pretty face.
Check out the bass guitar. It's a simple part that helps propel the chorus forward.
Hello, 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 your second coming. Hello, 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 your second coming. Says I feel much better, and you seem much better.
Another element in the mix here is an acoustic guitar that's just accenting some chords. Sometimes parts like these are meant to be felt more than heard. But let's see if we can bring out that guitar a bit more. You can hear the backing vocal a bit more here too.
You get better every single day.
This is the closest we get to a guitar solo in this song. Doesn't really need one. The song takes a pause for a quiet section. The acoustic guitar sounds really good here in contrast to the electric that came before. And I especially like the way the bass guitar sounds here. It's really effective.
She drinks to beat the loneliness.
They start to build anticipation that will release with the final chorus.
She says I know I've had some. When you start to look handsome, yeah. Says I feel much better. Could you get much better? 'Cause you seem much better. You get better every single day.
And they end as they began with a variation on the intro. Hello, 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 Petrol, by Something Happens. Apparently the Petrol in the title was added as a tribute to the band That Petrol Emotion. I guess the guitar riff in this song was inspired by something that Petrol Emotion did in one of their songs. And you could say that this song bears a resemblance to Smells Like Teen Spirit. This song came out a year before the Nirvana song, and personally, I prefer this track, but that's just me. Another band from Ireland, U2, would borrow the title of this album, Stuck Together with God's Glue, and use that line in their lyrics to the song Staring at the Sun. It's a continuous chain of inspiration. Sometimes a band is able to capture something where some kind of alchemy comes together and a great song is the result. But how that song gets into the general consciousness, that's an even greater mystery. It's a mix of timing, exposure, and let's be honest, money that has to come together to make a song a hit. It's a code that no one's been able to crack, no matter what some so-called hit makers might lead you to believe. Well, I can't make or predict a hit, but I know a good song when I hear one, and I thank you for taking your time to listen to the songs that I play on this show. If you haven't already done it, please subscribe to the podcast so that you don't miss any episodes. Send an email to lovethatsongpodcast@gmail.com. Share us on Facebook or write a review on Apple Podcasts or wherever it is you listen to the show. Visit the website at lovethatsongpodcast.com and check out the other great music podcasts out there, including the shows here on the Pantheon Podcast Network. Now it's time for me to stop talking so you can go and listen to the whole song. Go buy, stream, or download Hello, 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 Petrol by Something Happens.